I want to start this one off giving a shout out to everybody who's investing into themselves, who believes in themselves, who are getting past all of the naysayers who are trying to take you down, getting past all of the self-doubt and still moving forward one step at a time. I know it may feel like you got the weight of the world on your back, but I understand that you still, with that weight on your shoulders, will move forward. I want to salute to you and let you know that I love and respect you for that. I could always get behind somebody who is doing their absolute best, no matter how hard it gets, family. If you appreciate that, put a 1 in the chat, hit the like button. Let's get right into it. I want to talk about Ethereum first. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a stock that literally everybody who bought it and held on to it has won. It's one that's been pushing through the test of time. And I can't wait to encourage you to be interested in this one. But let's start off with what I got to say on YouTube. Make sure you talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area. Investing carries risk. Ethereum is the first one I want to talk about. I'm currently up 246% or $31,000 on my $44,000 position. The reason I bring this up to your attention is because there's a stock that's been heavily invested into them and we've been loading up on them in the background. And this one is BMNR. They just bought another $130 million worth of Ethereum. Why is this important? Because Tom Lee is the leader of this company. It's called Bitmine Immersion. And if you've been on the channel for a few days, if not even a few months, then you heard about this one and been loading up with us. They're trying to raise as much as $20 billion more for Ethereum. They're going to pump that right into there. Their company isn't even worth 20 billion yet. So this is showing us that they're trying to bring in all of this money and hold all of these assets as it goes forward. And I want to bring this to your attention because a lot of people don't even understand why are people interested in this at all. So I'm going to put you up on the game right here. Tom Lee is the leader of this one. And back in 2022, he said this: the bear market is over and stocks could hit new highs. I had took this screenshot on July 29th, 2022. When I look at the charts and I highlighted this in blue just for you, this was the bottom of the bear market in 2022. So people who listen to him have been receiving money hand over fist and getting paid handsomely. Now he's using all of that clout and all of that information, technical information, because you have to be a technician. You have to understand the game very thoroughly, but also understand the fundamentals of human psychology and the fundamentals of why crypto can move up with the institutions as they start to pour money into it. This is important. Ethereum right now is $4,400. If you get some on Coinbase or whatever app you may be using, most people don't just go and buy one totally. They go and buy a piece of it. They might put $100 into it. I would highly encourage you to look into, I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, but look into dollar cost averaging in to the big dogs of cryptocurrency. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm up 230% just in this one account on Ethereum, just because I've been buying a little bit here and there and there and there, and it's been pumping up like crazy. But now the institutions are starting to get in. I told you, you want to be the first mover. You want to get in before everybody else gets in. And if one institution is getting in heavy, there's just going to be many institutions to follow that are pumping more money into it. This is how this thing goes often. And I often tell you, when opportunity knocks at my door, I answer it. I'm giving you an opportunity to join the Dean's List and get my trades. Book a call. The link is going to be in the top of the description. You're going to speak to the team, and then we're going to talk about what's best for you going forward, family. I look forward to hearing from you. BMNR is $57 at the time of this recording. It fell down a little bit, but I sent out the buy alerts to the team and we've been getting in way before that. So imagine if it even comes down even lower, then we are going to be able to get out of it in profit still because we bought it so low. And I'm looking to actually allocate more money into this and send out more buy alerts related to this. This is one of the reasons why the spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs are hitting record numbers and $40 billion in volume. And this is the biggest week ever, according to Bloomberg. Why is that important? Because the big institutions are the ones. You think grandma and granddad, me, you, and your cousin Ray, Aunt Peaches, you think all of us are the ones putting $40 billion towards crypto? Family, it ain't happening. It ain't happening, not in a single day. So it means the big players in the game are moving and taking steps, and they're taking advantage of the dips on certain stocks and certain cryptocurrency, and they call it the dip before the rip. I want to put you up on some more game. BMNR stock, which is Bitmine, is currently about a $10 billion company, meaning when you add all of the shares up, that's what it's worth currently. But they're trying to raise that 20 billion and have that in assets. Ethereum is something that could easily double with all of the institutions looking into it. So we want to make sure that we are trading with the charts and not with our hearts. I always tell you, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Those are the 5 Ps. We're going to go and look at the charts, and I highlighted this yellow line right here. It's a line level of support of about $50 a share, meaning we like that level. We meaning me, because I want to send out alerts when I start to see a price I like, I strike. And that would be around the 50, if not even under it. But we don't go throw the house at it. Sometimes you got to dip your foot in the water. Sometimes you got to get your toe wet and say, okay, boom, this is where I want some of this. And then we see it level out and start to push back up. Then that's when we start to, like they say, back the Brinks truck up and be willing to load up even more heavy. But you got to make sure you're paying attention, and you got to understand how to use a stop loss. If you don't know how to use a stop loss, again, I'm encouraging you to join the team, because I'm going to teach you how to do it on the apps that you're on. Let's look at another one. This one is a banger. This one is called SPMO. I recently loaded the boat on this one. This is a retirement level play. For my people who are interested in retirement level plays, put an R in the chat so I know to deliver more of those for you. This is one that has been beating the S&P for the last few years. I encourage you to go look on whatever app you want. Look at the year to date, look at the last 5 years, look at the last 1 year. And this one is beating the gold standard of the stock market consistently. And I'm going to speak on why. But first, I want you to see that about 115 has been where it's been settling down. And it doesn't mean that this one can't fall down even lower towards the 100s or whatever. It doesn't often move like that towards the downside. However, it's one of them that when it goes lower, I want you to think about this. What is that? Share count. How many shares do you have of certain things? Do you have 1? Do you have 10? Do you have 100? Do you have 1,000? And start trying to get to those round number goals. I got 1 full share. Okay, I've been buying fractional shares. Now I'm trying to get to 5. I got 5. Now I'm trying to get to 10. I got 10. Now I'm trying to get to 20. Work on your share count so you can increase your ownership and assets moving forward. I want to put you up on some game in terms of SPMO, because it's an ETF. It's a basket of stocks. And what is in that basket? 11% of it is NVIDIA. 9% of it is Meta. 8% of it is Amazon, and so on and so forth. You can even take a screenshot of this, but this one is moving with the high momentum players in the game. And this is why it's moving so much. So we love to see it. They're getting handsomely engaged because of the rewards that they are giving people out, even compared to the S&P 500. They doubled their assets under management, meaning organizations are pumping money into these because they see what they're doing with it and how they're growing it. One of the reasons is, like I told you, those different assets that are allocated in there, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, for example, they're about to spend $400 billion on data centers and artificial intelligence, just on data centers alone in 2026, which is going to be a monumental increase from what they're doing now. So AI is about to get another step up in terms of how fast it is, what it's capable of doing. And a lot of these companies are going to be able to benefit from that. And a lot of them are in SPMO. Then I want to tell you that company that basically everybody who held on to it, who has bought it in the past, is up and knocking it out the park. It's Microsoft. I want you to look into Microsoft. Microsoft is $520 right now. Even if you have $100 of Microsoft, if you have children, if you have people who are looking to get into investing and you start yourself off or even get into Microsoft, I'm telling you that this one right here has been knocking it out the park for people for a very long time. I want to give you some of the data on it and stats. Microsoft is set to potentially get to $622 a share, and the fair value is about $600 compared to what they earn. So Wall Street is looking to play it up like they always do. We got regular investors looking to play it up, but then the retail investors, we have to be able to get more things like this in our portfolio, because I'm telling you this, if you are a trader or investor or both, I want you to look at your Microsoft shares and see how you could get to 1. I want you to see how you could get to 2, see how you could get to 5, and just slowly look into this one. Again, this is what I would tell my son, my daughter, my cousin, my mother, my brother, everybody, family, because this is one that's been a banger. Now, I can't tell you to buy it. I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm trying to tell you what's going to help you to retire and give you that wealth, family. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Book a call so you can get my trades. I can't wait to see you over there so we can get on the live stream and do what we always do. I'll see you in the next one, and take care.